Wakey, 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 it's time for school. Come on. Wake up, it's time for school. Come on, man. Are you ready for school?
Hello, it's me, Unnecessary Serb, and welcome to my Q&A video. Thank you all for 10,000 subscribers. I won't make you wait, so let's get right into it. Brewifinite asks, what do you think about Montenegro? Montenegro is a fine country, with nice nature and wildlife. There is some political issues I might not agree with personally, but other than that it is fine. Armin Hortot asks, did Croatia destroy your dream? Maybe. Mihailo Jovanovic asks, when do you think you will hit 10,000 subscribers? I'm not sure. G2 Esports Igor Shapro asks, what is your favorite game? I don't really play many video games, but I guess my favorite one would be Minecraft since I play it more than any other game. Giuliano asks, how can I do great animation like yours? When it comes to animation, learning basic principles and practicing is very important. I mostly learned on my own through the internet, which is one of the easiest ways to get started. One really good tutorial is Alan Becker's 12 Principles of Animation. Alexis A. Bitch asks, how old are you? 17. Sonex Gamer asks, is world Serbia? Well, according to this hyper-realistic historical map from the most accurate sources, we can indeed determine the world is Serbia. Vukashin asks, what city are you from? I am from Belgrade. 0_X asks, what is your favorite food? I like food mostly from Serbian cuisine. My favorite is pljeskavica. Milish asks, what do you think about Turkey? Turkey, despite very old past conflicts, is a nice country overall. I would be interested in visiting the country, as I've heard it has good food and interesting landmarks. Milish TV asks, who inspired you to make Country Balls content? Well, many people have inspired me to make this content, but I guess it'll go with the big three. Kaliningrad, Ikaria Ball, and Polish Taco. These three have inspired some parts of my content and art, especially backgrounds, country ball style, etc. Of course, there was a couple others, but I will spare you the trouble of listing more of them. Mito Brand asks, can you do longer yet funnier videos? I would love to be able to work on larger animations, but it is tiring and I have other work to do, not to mention that being funny is entirely subjective, which means something funny to one person might not be to another. Still, I will try my best to upload regularly. Vowel Productions asks, a lot of questions. Sheesh. Where do I start? I got into animating when I was pretty young. I used to doodle and make flip books in every notebook I found. I then found out about digital animation when I was 12, and it picked up from there. I first experimented with stick figures. But around 2017 to 2018, I found the Country Balls community, and decided to try out animating a couple of videos. Lo and behold, it was successful. I would rather not get into recent politics and controversial events that are still going on. So I am just going to have to say, no comment. Yes, Serbia can into space, but first it must into economic development and population growth. No. No.
No.
Nath History asks, do you play Paradox games? If yes, what Paradox game do you play? I already said I don't play many video games, but I have had the experience of two Paradox games. One is Crusader Kings 2, and Hearts of Iron 4. English Mapper asks, what do you use to make your videos, like software and stuff? In terms of software, I use a program called Fire Alpaca to make my animations, along with a standard animation tablet. I however wouldn't recommend using it, as it isn't really suited for animation. A software called QnA is a much better alternative. You Just Tweet asks, opinion on Bosnia. Ah, yes, Bosnia, the country of good food, epic artillery, and a tragic economic situation as well as multiple separatist movements. I think it's a shame that Bosnia is in this situation, but I believe it can sort itself out, eventually. SlavTuber asks, what is your favorite country in the Balkans apart from Serbia? I like most Balkan countries, but I would say my favorite one apart from the Serbia is probably Greece, because of the culture and beaches. Mad Warman asks, will you do games on Twitch? Probably not, since I'm focused mostly on animation, and besides, I'm not that good at video games, and I have very little time in general. Comrade Akimov asks, what do you think about Croatia? Croatia is a pretty epic country, with awesome beaches and nature. Despite, let's just say, past events, I view the country as fine today. Alexander Vitamirov asks, do you think Russians are brothers? I believe the peoples of two countries, outside of politics, are very brotherly, through sharing of religion, historical events, and culture. Besides, most Russians I have met are cool, so why not? Reino da Argentina Mapping asks, do you like animating? Of course, if I didn't, this channel wouldn't exist. This is probably the last set of questions for today, from Gomel General. I sort of basically answered this question already, but to summarize, I started young due to interest, then found this community which mixes art and history, which I am good at. Yes, I've heard and watched his videos, he's an amazing animator. I will most likely stick to country balls for this channel, and then depending on how life goes, move on to a more professional animation channel eventually. That's not going to happen anytime soon though.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer. Every night, I can feel my leg, my arm, even my fingers. The body I've lost. The comrades I've lost. Won't stop hurting. It's like they're